Welcome to Networks Professionals.
Let's be real for a second. The enterprise IT landscape is changing at absolute breakneck speed. I mean, those days of simple, single vendor, on-premise servers, yeah, they're feeding fast. As an IT professional today, you really got to ask yourself a pretty tough question. Are your skills truly ready for this massive shift toward complex, hybrid, and multi-cloud architectures? Because honestly, if they aren't, you run a real risk of being left behind.
Well, welcome to this explainer. Today, we're going to completely demystify the Nutanix Certified Professional, or NCP certification. We'll break down exactly what it is, why it matters so much in today's shifting job market, and give you a concrete, totally actionable roadmap to level up your IT career so you can make yourself literally indispensable to modern enterprises.
Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our roadmap for today. First, we'll look at the hybrid cloud shift. Then, we're unpacking the NCP certification itself. Third, we'll see why it actually pays off. Fourth, we take you inside the exam room. Fifth, we'll lay out your 5-step prep plan. And finally, we'll compare Nutanix versus Microsoft certifications.
Section 1. The Hybrid Cloud Shift, Navigating Modern Enterprise IT. So like we just mentioned, enterprise IT is shifting heavily, and I mean heavily, toward complex multi-cloud environments. And Nutanix, they aren't just some niche player anymore. They're a hyper-converged infrastructure powerhouse going toe-to-toe with giants like VMware and AWS. Because of this massive wave of adoption, companies are desperately hunting for experts who know exactly how to manage these specific environments. Right now, the demand is just massively outpacing the supply. Which brings us to Section 2. Unpacking the NCP certification, your magic weapon for multi-cloud. The Nutanix Certified Professional is basically their mid-level certification, and the most popular track by far is the NCP-MCI, which stands for Multi-Cloud Infrastructure. What this does is validate your ability to actually get in there and deploy, manage, and troubleshoot real environments. It's proof that you can handle real-world operations, managing clusters, virtual machines, storage, all while seamlessly navigating Prism, which is Nutanix's centralized management console. All right, moving on to Section 3. Why it pays off, the stakes and rewards. And this brilliantly illustrates the diverse and highly lucrative set of career roles this certification unlocks. We're talking about landing positions like cloud engineer, system administrator, DevOps engineer, or virtualization specialist. It's actually ranked right up there among the top-paying IT certifications right now, and it serves as an incredibly strong alternative to legacy VMware skills. It's a globally recognized credential, and managed service providers are actively hunting for people who have it on their resume. Now for Section 4, Inside the Exam Room, Logistics and Domains. What's super cool here is that the exam is conducted by Nutanix University via remote proctoring. Yep, that means you can tackle the whole thing right from your own home. Let's fire off some quick stats so you know exactly what you're walking into. First up, the format. You're looking at roughly 75 multiple-choice questions, but a quick heads up. These are scenario-based. You're going to have to apply your knowledge to practical, real-world situations, not just spit back memorized theory. Second, the clock. You'll have exactly 120 minutes to prove what you know, so time management is definitely going to be key here. Next up is the investment. Booking your spot for the exam is going to run you roughly $199 US. Finally, the target. The magic number you need to hit to pass is a scaled score of 3,000 out of a maximum possible 6,000 points. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how the exam perfectly balances core theoretical topics with some pretty intense hands-on focus areas. You really have to understand your enterprise cloud concepts, virtual machine management, and get a deep grasp of the distributed storage fabric. But just knowing the concepts? Yeah, that isn't enough. You're going to be equally tested on hands-on application. Think actual cluster deployment, real-time troubleshooting, backup recovery, and performance monitoring. This dual focus is exactly why employers place so much trust in this credential. Section 5. Your 5-step preparation plan, the training montage. Time to get you prepped. Here is your precise roadmap to success. Step 1, solidify those fundamentals, VMs, storage, and networking. Next, you want to dive into official training, like the Nutanix Enterprise Cloud Administration course. Third, and I can't stress this enough, it's absolutely crucial. Get hands-on. Spend time in Nutanix labs practicing real VM deployments. After that, meticulously study the exam blueprint so you don't have any blind spots. And finally, take mock tests.
Seriously, hands-on lab experience combined with practice questions, those are your ultimate cheat codes for passing this thing.
Let's move to and see how this builds our next topic. Section 6, Nutanix versus Microsoft certifications, strategizing your path.
You know, a lot of tech learners ask us how Nutanix fits into a broader strategy when you compare it to a giant like Microsoft. Well, Nutanix's NCHP is fiercely focused on on-premise and hybrid cloud environments, which makes it absolutely ideal for deep enterprise infrastructure roles. Azure, on the flip side, totally dominates the public cloud. But here's the secret. It isn't about choosing one or the other. The smartest career approach is to actually combine an NCHP certification with something like Azure or AWS. Doing that creates an absolute powerhouse of a resume that covers both public cloud and hybrid on-prem infrastructure.
To build that powerhouse resume, you just need to follow this progression. Start with your Nutanix fundamentals. Maybe grab the associate level NCA certification if you feel like you need a stepping stone. Then get that crucial hands-on lab time under your belt and conquer the NCP-MCI exam. But once you have that solid foundation, don't stop there. Push forward into advanced specializations to truly 100% future-proof your career. So the crucial point is this. The enterprise IT landscape is not waiting for anyone. It's accelerating towards multi-cloud architecture right now, and the demand for verified hands-on professionals is literally higher than ever before. You've got the roadmap, you know the stakes, and you know exactly what to expect inside that exam room. The only question left is, will you take the hybrid cloud challenge and start your NCP journey today?
Thanks for watching.